Hello everybody, I'm Colette the Highway Stitcher. I'm here to bring you my first WIP Parade, not from the highway but at home. And I'm kind of doing these WIP Parades just a little at a time. It's easier for me, less tiring. I have a lot of things this coming week, and so I'm hoping that these will stay in smaller increments and be able to upload them a little faster. So anyway, I'm going to get right into it. And those of you who like WIP Parades, then will be able to enjoy it and won't be hearing anything else from me except what I have in my WIPs. I didn't count how many WIPs I have totally. I'm just bringing like my baskets from Hobby Lobby in. And I'm just going to go through them. Here's my first basket, and that will just be the one I go through today. And then I'll work on another one tomorrow. The first thing that was in here is a retreat piece from the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat in 2019. This is a Needleworker's Accoutrement by Brenda Gervais. This is our one of our special pieces for a retreat. I worked on a couple of the other retreat pieces and got them done. Started this one, but moved on to other things. So this is what I had gotten done on this piece. Thinking I need to decide, what I'm going to be doing this coming year too. But this one is not on the radar for this coming year. So I have my WIP Go. Also, my full coverage Bingo Sal. And these are all challenge prompts that I'm going to be working on this coming year. And so this one probably will not be picked up during the year this year. I also, in this book, I have my Stitch Mania pieces. And so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be planning on and working on this year. So that's one of my WIPs. This next one is A Hands Across the Sea. This is Elizabeth Furness, 1836. I can't read backwards on the screen. Real beautiful Hands Across the Sea piece. I am doing this piece with Marcy Thiessen, and we both fell in love with it when we were at the attic in Arizona. And so that's kind of the reason why we decided to work on this one. This is being stitched, and there's very little that I've done, but I'll show you what I do have done. It's being stitched on vintage sand dune 40 count. It's a big piece even on 40 count. And there's the little bit I got done. Upper left hand corner. The way the sun is coming through, since it's earlier in the morning, the pieces of the fabric are not going to show up quite as good. But it's easier for me to do it early and get it done, so my video. So anyway, that's Elizabeth Furness. It's being stitched on vintage sand dune 40 count, and it is being stitched with the called for needlepoint ink silks. This piece is in my WIP Go. It is down to work on. So it will be worked on at least 1 month this year. Oops. I have to put her back. By the way, that's the little part that I got started. So. Okay. This next piece actually came out last maybe 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks ago, as a Stitchy Dungeon for Enchanted Sal, a Stitchy Dungeon piece. So those of you who've watched my previous videos will recognize this. This is a Dimensions kit. It's Victorian Charm. So it comes with a dimension fabric, which is a dark navy blue, 18 count, and the threads. This one is not going to show through very good unless I put it like this. There we go. So I did a little bit more on this piece. It originally, before I started picking it up a couple weeks ago, it only had this much done. So a little bit more got done on it. I do like it. So I'm not sure though whether it will get picked up this year. Let's see. It's not down. Yeah, it isn't down on my WIP board, but that doesn't mean that I won't be working on it, because if it works out for a prompt for one of the challenges, I probably will pull it out and work on it a little bit. So it's not a total just put it aside and not work on it. My next piece is Sheep May Safely Graze. This is a homespun elegance pattern. This one is being stitched on 28 count vintage country mocha, one of my favorite fabrics. This is a Stitch Mania piece from 2018. Most of all of this was done for 2018-2019 Stitch Mania. So I don't think it was picked up during the year any other time to get any stitches into it. It's being, the floss is the called for floss, by the way. It's like DMCs and overdyes. This one is going to be on pulled out more. Reason being is it really isn't a very big piece. As you could see from what I stitched, I've already stitched all the way across it. So I really only have to work my way down to get it done. So I know it's doable for a finish, and I would like to finish it up and not have it for Stitch Mania. I mean, to finish it up by Stitch Mania so that I can start a new piece for Mania. So it is down on my WIP board. If it gets called, I'm going to work on it quite a bit. If it doesn't get called, I'm hoping to work on it some too and get it finished this year. It's a piece that I have on my plans to finish because of its size. So I can add something else to the Stitch Mania for 2021. My next piece won't get pulled out this year. I know I don't have it on WIP or on anything else, but I will show it to you. It was the Sal, Mystery Sal from Tiny Modernists, the Haunted Mansion. I have way too many pieces to, pick them all up during the year, but I want to show you everything I have. This is being stitched on 28 count, Haunted, by Picture This Plus, in Lugana, with the called for DMC threads. And the only little bit I have done on it is that little purple line on part of the house. As I mentioned before, I realized, I like houses, but I don't know if I like stitching on them. So, but we'll see. Maybe I just get more excited about it. I'll see how I do on Victorian Charm and see if maybe I get jazzed about houses again. But I'm guessing this piece won't get picked or won't get called this year for anything unless it comes up for a prompt, works for a prompt. Okay, my next piece is on my WIP board to get some work done on it this year. Let me check here. I don't think it is in my Mania. No, it's not one of my Mania pieces. This is Farms of Hawk Run Hollow. It's my Hawk Run Hollow that I like to do because of raising animals. So it's not one I guess picked as easily as easily that other people pick it. But I'm stitching this on 36 count Lakeside linen. I think it's a buttercream, but unfortunately I did not write it down. And it's with the NPI silks. And this is the tiny bit I got done. Just to start on a cow and a crow and the border. So, but that will get more done this year definitely, because I put it down on my board to work on. Okay. My next piece will be no work done on this year unless it goes for a prompt. It is Tiny Modernist Words to Live By. I love this piece, but again, I have too many and I had to concentrate on which ones that I was going to put for my prompts for this coming year. This is being worked on a navy blue 18 count Ada with a called for DMC. And in order for this to show, I'll have to put the board in front of it here. I did do some work on it, but when I first started it, but there's a little piece of floss. Get you off of there. Anyway, so the sun doesn't shine through. There's a little piece. I did one block and then went down to the middle so I could get the middle started. I have a friend who finished this up. It's a really pretty piece, but I only had so many things to put down and to try to concentrate on. So not this year unless it's pulled out for a prompt. I have to make sure these tags go back to the right piece, or I won't know what fabric and stuff. I try to keep it in with them. This next piece I will be working on this year. It's a focus piece. It's down in my Mania and also down on my WIP Go board. It's called Panoply of Posies by Tempting Tangles. And this one I'm working on in overdyeds, reds, whites, and blues. So let me pull these out and show you. And I'm stitching it on, here's the tag, stitching it on Vintage Country Mocha 32 count. See how this one looks. I think I may have to put the board behind this one too. Yeah, it'll look better. It's because I'm doing this early in the morning, so the sun's shining through and kind of glary. So you can see the reds, the whites, the blues, the different shades that I'm working with this quicker pattern on. And the colors that I'm using are Gentle Arts Dungarees, Blacksmith Blue, Bamboo, Cherry Bark, and Cranberry. So all on here. I really like the look of this. It just is really looking nice. So I'm excited to work on it some more. Get some more of it done. And so it will definitely be a focus piece for this year. It'll be pulled out, of course, for the month that it's picked for WIP Go, but I think, and also it'll be worked on for Mania too, because it's a Mania piece. But I hope to pull it out other times too and concentrate on it. Get all my extra floss there for it. Okay, my next piece. Next piece won't be pulled out. This is an old Linen and Threads mystery sampler. When I say old, it's the 2019 one. But I was concentrating on the 2020 this year, got it done, and I'm kind of excited to do the 2021. So I doubt if this gets pulled out this year. Right? There's no plans for it to be pulled out. But it is a WIP, so I will show it to you. The parts I got done, it's on ivory, 28 count ivory Lugana. And the color that I'm using is DMC, real pretty blue, 3765. And this is what I got done. The peacock and a few of the other blocks. So I know that it can be finished up, but I do want to concentrate on the next year's sale and get it done in a timely manner, so it won't be pulled out this year, or anytime soon anyway. I have several more blocks there that have to be finished on it, so I don't think it will be. Okay, my next one. Boy, it's already 16 minutes, and I don't know if I'm halfway through this thing. This is a realist kit with the wool threads, hedgehogs. I think that's just what it's called, these cute little hedgehogs. An 18 count Ada, and just with their floss. And there's the little bit I did on it. Let me see if this one's going to be pulled out at all. I don't think so. No. And it is not a Mania piece, previous Mania piece. So this one probably won't get pulled out this year. Except for a challenge problem. This one also won't get pulled out. This is a mystery cell from Frosted Pumpkin that I enjoyed, but again, focusing on some other pieces. This is being stitched on Picture This Plus Heroic with the called for DMC. I didn't have the actual right fabric for it, but this is turning out really nice, I think. So I did a few of the blocks and then got sidetracked. But I do plan on finishing it sometime because I think it's really, really cute. So make sure I put these back where they go if I don't be in trouble. Okay, this next piece is also a kit piece. It is down on my WIP Go to work on this year. My good friend Brenda at Handwork Maniac has been continuing on this piece. I had to stop in order to concentrate on some others, but if you watch her channel, you'll be familiar with Lost No More. This is 18 count Ada, some kind of a cream with a called for floss that comes with it. And this is what I got accomplished when I worked on it to concentrate during the Easter season. So this is on my WIP Go board. It's not on my Mania, but it is on my WIP Go board. My plan for it is what it is called. Of course, I will work on it during that month. And I also will work on it during Easter. So hopefully it'll get a significant amount of stitching done on it. This next piece is a Mania piece, as well as, let's see, it's on my WIP Go. I know it was on here somewhere. Yeah, on both. So this will get a significant amount of stitching done on it this year too. This is Long Dog Samplers, Count Your Blessings. I'm working on it on a 28 count antique white antique white Zweigart fabric with the called for overdyed. This one definitely I'm going to have to put on the board. It's a real see-through. You're not going to be able to see the pretty colors. So really the only thing I got accomplished on this was probably on the 2 Stitch Manias, because I started on the 2018. Did I 2018 or 2019? Anyway, I either had 2 or 3 Mania times to work on this and nothing else. And I do love this piece. I love the colors. So that's why I put it down to do more work on it this year. And for both my board and Mania, and hopefully some other times too. So that is Count Your Blessings by Long Dog. Okay, my next piece is also my WIP board. It's not in Mania. And this piece will be a focus piece, not only for WIP but I'm going to try to work on it more times during the year too. I kind of got off of working on it due to other things, but it's a piece I want to do for my granddaughter when she graduates from high school. Mirabelia Garden Prelude. I'm stitching it on a 32 count Demosel. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. It is a very light, variegated, you have to look at it really close and it probably would be hard to see, but different colored greens, pinks, and blues in it. Very pretty fabric. Let's see if it'll, I don't know if it's going to show up or not. Probably just the bluishness in it will show up. Apologize for all the wrinkles, but of course I'm just pulling these out of the bag. Anyway, she has been worked on, as you can see. Her face and her violin and a little bit of her dress. I started in the middle and worked up to the top. I know one of the reasons why I got off on this was that it has some of the new DMC colors and they weren't in stock. I couldn't find them, and so then I just set it aside and pick it up again. So before, I hope this doesn't get picked, what, day after tomorrow for WIP Go. If it does, I'm going to be rushing around trying to find the new DMC colors. Hope I have a little bit of time, but you know, part of what I'm going to be doing, of course, is looking for those colors so that I'll be ready to start it up when it gets pulled. This next piece is also Mirabelia, but it's not. It won't be worked on this year. I started this for Lady Bird Stitcher's birthday. She said start on a Mirabelia. It's called Lady Mirabelia. It was for oh golly, was that the 25th anniversary of Mirabelia? Which I think it was. Let's see. Yeah, 25 years of Mirabelia. I'm not doing this on that dark fabric which they have there. I had some water lilies, some Zweigart. I started on that, and I think it's going to be very, very pretty. Because the water lily just has a slight green tint to it, so I only just started in the middle and just have a little bit of the purple and dark colors there. So not much to show, but and in this light it's not showing up good, but it's going to be really pretty on this fabric, I think. But again, it's not a focus piece. I won't be pulling it out this year unless it has a prompt, unless I have a prompt that works for it. Okay, my next piece is another Hands Across the Sea. I think this one, let me see. Sometimes it's hard to read this. Eliza Bell Cox. No, I don't have it down on my WIP Go board, but I do. It's Stitch Mania, so I will work on it at least for Stitch Mania when it comes up. It's being stitched on. I know I've got it here somewhere. I've got to find the. It's a Lakeside Linen. But I thought that I had the actual name down here, but I don't seem to. Here's the pattern. Eliza Bell Cox. Hands Across the Sea. Looks to me like a vintage, possibly. Oh, I know. It's actually the called for fabric. I was able to buy the called for fabric, so it's on 36 count vintage buttercream by Lakeside Linens. So I started in the upper left hand corner. That's just kind of my go-to spot. And there's the little bit I did. Beautiful colors. This is I'm stitching this with a conversion of Victoria's Sampler Motto threads. So it's going to be a big piece. So this will get worked on, of course, during Stitch Mania, and we'll see if it gets worked on possibly for something else this year. These big, huge pieces to me are ongoing, especially some of the hats ones. So, of course, no finish, of course, but some work done on them would be appreciated by me. Okay, this is on my WIP board this year because I think it could be a finish. I'm not sure. Let me see. No, it is not on my Mania, but it will be worked on during the rest of the year. This is Carriage House Samplings, Oh Shenandoah. I love that song, and I just love this piece. I love that owl there and the horse. So I restarted this on a different fabric. I wasn't happy with the fabric it was on, so I restarted it on, oh man, I know it's here. It's a Picture This Plus, and it is 28 count. Yeah, 28 count Picture This Plus Heritage. And I started in the middle, restarted in the middle with the horse's mane. And that's the only little bit I got done on it. But this one isn't an extremely large pattern, so I do want to get a significant amount of progress done on it this year. It's a piece I really love, and it's calling to me again. So. Okay, I'm getting down near the end, and it's going to be hopefully under 30 minutes. This one was pulled out for a prompt this year and also for Stitch Mania, so you may be familiar with it if you watch my videos. Spirit of the Southwest by Ursula Michaels. Love this one, love the colors. It's on a 28 count Picture This Plus Mellow with the called for DMC. I just love the look of it on this fabric. And again, it's not showing up good, but if you look at my past videos, you will agree it's a beautiful, beautiful choice for Southwest colors. So I did do one little prompt for it, and so got a little bit more done. This one is, I believe, on my WIP board too, even though I'm planning on working on it more. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe it's only on Stitch Mania. But it will be used as much as I can to get more work done on it. So, more of a focus piece. Okay, and my last one for this container and for today is Emerald City by Al Forrest Embroidery. This is on my WIP board as well as my Mania, and so it will be a focus piece this year. I'm doing it on hand-dyed fabrics by Rolanda, though she doesn't name her fabrics, at least the one I have isn't named. It is, I believe, a 32 count though. Let's see. Yeah, it's a 32 count with a pretty shades of green. I did work this into several prompts this year, so I got that second row with the tin woodman and the lion and some of the bricks and motifs there done. So I'm going to focus on this one and get some more significant work done on it. So that's my first bin. See? All done. So anyway, tomorrow I'll bring out my second bin, and show you what I got there for my WIP Parade. So anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and everybody have a nice day after Christmas. Enjoy. Don't go out and shop. Try to stay in and stop the spread of this crazy virus so I can go out and do some highway stitching again. Anyway, whether you want to listen to me or not, you guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow for the next part of my WIP Parade. Bye.